You know that feeling, right? You're watching a movie, you're listening to a show in English, you hear a sentence, and you know every single word. But for some reason, the meaning just doesn't click. It's so frustrating. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why that happens, and more importantly, what you can do about it.
So let's just get right to it. Why can't you understand a combination of words you already know? I mean, you know the word get, you know the word over, but when someone says get over it, it's like our brain just hits a complete brick wall. Well, listen, it's not a problem with your vocabulary, it's a problem with your approach.
All right, so first up, let's pinpoint the exact reason why these words you know and love can suddenly sound like a foreign language when they get together.
And here's the culprit. It's something called phrasal verbs. You see, native speakers don't really think word by word. It's just not how we talk. We speak in chunks of meaning, and phrasal verbs are probably one of the most common types of chunks you'll ever hear.
And this brings us to a really important point. This is a total game changer for your listening skills. You've got to start treating these phrasal verbs as if they are one single word.
So, look at this. This is the mental trap we all fall into. The old way, the wrong way, is you see turn and you see out, and your brain tries to add their meanings together. But that just equals confusion. The new way, the correct way, is to see turn out as one solid block, a brand new vocabulary word. It means to be revealed. It's a single idea.
So the new rule is pretty simple. Rule 1, stop adding the words together. Rule 2, treat that whole phrasal verb as one new word with its own meaning. Take run into, for example. It has absolutely nothing to do with physically running inside a building. It's one idea, meeting someone unexpectedly. You run into an old friend at the supermarket. See? It's one chunk.
Okay, so here's where it gets a little bit tricky, right? What happens when one of these chunks has like 3 different meanings? Well, this is where the magic of context comes in. Let's dig into a perfect example, the phrasal verb take off.
So it all depends on the situation. If you're at an airport and you hear take off, you're picturing a plane departing. But if you're in your room getting ready for bed, take off means to undress, to remove your clothes. And what if you're in a business meeting? It means things are growing really fast, sales are soaring. The words are exactly the same, but the context, that mental image, is totally different.
So let me ask you this. Just take a second. When you hear take off a jumper, what do you see in your head? Now, clear that image. What do you see when you hear the plane will take off? They're two completely different mental movies, right? They have to be. And that picture in your head, that's the real key to understanding. It's not about translating words.
So how is this even possible? How can one phrase mean so many different things? Is it all just random? No, not at all. There's actually a logic to it. And the real secret is understanding the true meaning of that little word off.
You know, the secret isn't usually in the main verb, like take or run or get. The real power, the real energy of the entire phrase is almost always hidden in that small second word, the preposition. In our case, the word off.
And here it is. This is the big reveal. The core image, the anchor for the word off, is simply separation or detachment. That's it. That's the key that unlocks the whole thing. It's not about a light switch being on or off. It's about one thing moving away from another thing. So now let's connect all the dots. A plane separates from the ground, it's taking off. Your clothes separate from your body, you're taking them off. A company's profits separate from their old lower level, their business is taking off. It all comes back to that one single image of separation. And just like that, it's not 3 random meanings anymore. It's one core idea being used in 3 different ways.
So, what's the big takeaway here? What does this mean for how you should be learning English from now on? Well, it means adopting a whole new method, focusing on creating images in your head, not just memorizing words.
So here's your new 3-step game plan. First, always see the phrasal verb as one single chunk. Second, don't just translate it into your own language. Create a vivid mental image of the situation. And third, go find it. Look for that same phrasal verb in different shows, different articles, different situations. The more you see it, the more natural it becomes.
And this right here, this is the philosophy you need to really embrace. English listening is not about how many words you can cram into your memory. It's about how familiar you are with how those words actually work out in the real world. It's a skill built on familiarity, not just memorization.
And the most powerful way to build that familiarity is through what we call image training. Seriously, actively picturing the scene in your mind for just 1 or 2 sentences is so much more effective than staring at a boring list of 50 vocabulary words. It's about the quality of your understanding, not the quantity of words you know.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to really lock it in. Can you, right now, connect those 3 totally different meanings of take off, the plane, the clothes, the business, back to that one single image of separation? Because once you can do that, you're not just memorizing anymore. You're actually starting to think in English.